Hello and welcome to BonBonB's What Map for City Skylines. There are well over 20,000 maps on the workshop now, and so choosing the right one for your new city is a huge task. So every Wednesday and Saturday we'll review a few and hopefully find you the right one for your next build. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
And today's first map is Canarias Gran Canaria by freny Aim. I hope I've got that right for you, my friends. And it's a volcanic map, much as our first map last time round was volcanic, based in Aden in Yemen. This is down there off the coast of Africa, a little island paradise. And there's a lot of dogs in the Canary Islands, which is why they're called the Canary Islands. Yes, you can look that up. Well, the Canary Islands, of course, do have that land link via road. Well, of course they do. And roads here aren't, once again, the cleverest. But a lot of this is going to come down to how good the rest of the map looks, because we can demolish these. In fact, we will demolish these before we start building. But yes, that road... Oh, we got a rail link as well, which stops here. So you can stick your rail link down anywhere you like. I don't even know if the Canary Islands have got rail. I've never been. I've had family go to the Canary Islands. Maybe I should have asked them if there was rail on the Canaries. But anyway, this is on the tropical theme. And you know what? I mean, I don't know how real this is, but how close to the actual... I should Google it. I should have a look. But... as a map, it's challenging. This is going to be a challenge. And where are you going to put your docks? I mean, we're going around the coast here. And I can't see... here, maybe. But then you've got to ship your stuff around the island. It looks very unforgiving. I mean, look at that. Good grief. Anyway, let's skip across the land a bit. How lazy of me not to go around the coast. There, let's nip back out. So yeah, you've got... this side of the map is more, I think, where we'll be building. And there. That's where we'll have our docks, I think. But anyway, I don't know what you think. Let's go inland and have a look at some of these ravines. I mean, they are quite deep. And it's got... here's your crater. It's a tough build, this one, if you choose to take this one on. I hope some of you do, because I do like to see some of these more tricky maps turned into cities. That is definitely troublesome. And there you go, Gran Canaria. Canarias Gran Canaria by freny Aim. And that looks really impressive from over here. And I like it. I'm not going to use it. Oh man, I'm not that skilled. Next up is a Lost Island by neuesscritte, and yes, we've got custom map theme problems with this one. Now this one has been based very much on, inspired actually by Sinu, which I'm sure most of you have seen, Tropical Island Paradise. Now this one is not based on any specific map. And it's been hand-drawn, hand-tooled, one must say. And, yeah, there you go. It's forests, mostly. So not so much an atoll, more a central island with some reefs around the outside of it. And, do you know what? It looks glorious. And there's quite a few little surprises hidden in this map. But before we start there, Island Paradise, you're going to want to know where you can stick your docks down. And they're pretty much allowed for them anywhere, more or less, which I think's fair. Okay, now, there is an island here, and this island has a tunnel. So we've got a road connection, ladies and gentlemen, without one of those horrible great big causeways going across halfway across the Pacific Ocean. This is surprising. Look. Okay. Would you have a Stonehenge here? I doubt that. I think that was an overkill. Could have lived without that. But the rest of it, nice surprise. And down this little hidden tunnel, what? Highway, whatever. We've got a little dock, and if we go down this one, we have got, look at that. That I like a lot. Okay, I'll give you a little nod to that. I like that. Now here, this is fresh water source. Goes out to Mini Lake, and then we've got two little outflows. This one is quite nice. I like that one. This one less so. It's, yeah, you've got a lot of stones coming around the outside, and it just doesn't feel so real. Not bad though. And now the essential lighthouse, which honestly, it is essential, but I would have had it on that island there probably. That's my gut. That's where I would have gone. But there you are, not bad. Now these clusters of rocks, they tend to repeat, and I know there are limits to the amount of variations you can do, but they do seem to be repetitive. Did I say that before? Am I being repetitive also? Probably. Anyway, but the islands are good shapes. They're good sizes. These are clever. These are nice. Just out there. Just out in the ocean a little bit. Good shaped islands again. I like this. This is nice, even though it's odd. You know, got fresh water flow coming straight out. So yeah, I like it, but it's also ludicrous. But sometimes, you know, ludicrous is the best way to go. This is oil. So yes. Do you know what? I like that. I like that idea of having one island dedicated. So anyway, we'll zoom back in here. And yeah, you got this is your iron ore. So you can see the settlements have all been based around industry, so you know where they are before you're starting. So, anyways, this is Lost Island by neuesscritte. I like this. I actually prefer this to Xenu, even though it's less real. I think it just offers more gameplay possibility than Xenu, but it's not my map of the day. Oh no. So what have we got for that then? Shall we have a look? It's Westport by ACF1. Now Westport was requested by one of our subscribers. Can you have a look at my map? They go, and I go, if I can, if I got time, if I can find a place. And I had a look, and it really has to be reviewed. This is a bit of a treat. It's not perfect. There are flaws with some of the roads, as usual. Roads. Do I go on about roads too much? Anyway, there's your resources. A little bit too clean for me, but still. Game player's map, this one. So, let's have a look off into the mountains, shall we? Now, these mountains are rough and ready, and I tell you what, I like them a lot. They do feel like they have been worn away by the elements, and full credit to them. They're great. Now down the to this intersection. Nice intersection. This one goes off to the fog, but we always have a look at those. You know, it's always good to see where the fog starts. Now here we could go on, but we're going to take a left at this intersection down to a hidden sandy bay. Now this is pretty. That is very pretty. I do like these little city map plans, even where, you know, they just go, do you know what, we'll pop that, make that a reason to go down there. I like it. And shall we go back? Yeah, let's go back to that road. Follow the road. BonBonB, follow the road. This bridge. Oh, now there are plenty of intersections laid down for us, and this is like Central Park waiting to be built around. Like it. Slightly overkill. Docks. All set for you. Intersections absolutely blinking everywhere. And do you know what? It's nice because it really does mean you just get on and build. You might want to build your own intersections, but this makes it all set for you. This swampland. Okay, it's not swampy enough for my liking, but do you know what? It's rare you see something unusual and different, and that is different, and I applaud it. I love it. That's a little bit steep, but that bridge is not bad. It's a little bit off. Now, will that crash? Will it crash? No, that is a good planning again. Yes, so bridges aren't quite aligned, but not too bad. And off into the fog. Okay, what now? Let's go down this route, shall we? Loads more intersections. Everywhere is an intersection. Let's follow this one in. And we can build a city down there. And this one, dirt track. This is nice. I love that intersection also. My goodness, it's intersection crazy. And here, and across here. And that bridge is slightly off. Well, like I say, this map does have a few minor problems with roads and bridges and such, but I am being a little bit demanding, I think. Like here. Like, that's not good. Whee! That is... Seriously, that's not good. But rivers. There's lots of rivers here. Lots. Now here, that seems to go down to just like an underground tunnel. Okay, it's not really one there. And then the water carries on flowing down this little waterfall. Look at that blue in that waterfall. Beautiful. And then I'm guessing another underground tunnel there. I'm not sure where that goes to though. That's odd. Anyway, this time we'll flow this way. No, not that way. We've been that way. Okay, we'll flow this way. And then you've got two waterfalls, so we can go down this one. Let's have a look at that one, shall we? Another big wide waterfall there. And then this flows dead ends that way. But that's a weird one there. Look, the water flows in. Where's it going? I think there must be some massive underground caverns somewhere in this map. Very strange indeed. But anyway, yes, this river flows all the way along here. And then down that little minor waterfall, for a better phrase there. And it goes both ways, left and right. Comes out into the open plain. We can go either way, doesn't make any difference at all, because they're both going to meet up again in a second anyway. Down here, there we go, it comes out just over there. And along here, we'll go over the bridge. The water can go under, because it's less demanding. Over here we've got more water coming down through the mountains down here, which once again is really lovely. Right, fields. Now, like I say, the fields have been painted with fertility, etc. But they look really good. Docks in the rivers, any way you like almost. So anyway, get BonBonB's seal of approval, naturally. And next week we'll start a new series, the best of what map. Trust me, you'll really want to come along for that one. We'll be looking at some of the best maps that we've looked at already and picking out the best of the best. So anyway, so that's BonBonB's what map, and don't forget to join me for Lynchia, my personal city let's play, and they're out on a Monday and a Friday. I wouldn't want you missing that. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button. The what button? The subscribe button. And I'll catch you next week for more what map. Have a great weekend.